why do some people get broke, right? When they become in love? Because before they fell in love, they had everything going for them. Their business was okay. But as soon as they become in love with the next person, he or she now tells you what to do. They tell you, I don't like your line of business. And if you're not smart enough or if you're not careful, you will fall into that. And then what happens? You lose your source of income. So what do you think of that? What do you think?
Be It's not everything that, yeah, I know we should take our partner's words. Yes, it's very, I mean, that's why you call a partnership, so that what they say counts. But maybe if they tell you something, you have to reason it together, and you have to make sure you don't fall in love with somebody who doesn't give you reasons for why they say you should not do something or you should do something. All they want to do is just tell you, I don't want you to do this. Maybe make sure the partner you're getting or the person you're falling in love with somebody that is reasonable enough to anything they say that they want you to do or not to do, they should bring a reason.
A proper reason to stop you and probably provide and give you a way ahead to
solutions, proper solutions. It's not just all about
stop doing this.
Yeah, and if you don't want to stop doing this, they have to have a reason for that that is sensible as well.
Right. So bottom line is you should be careful when you're in love. You just don't say
be careful who you fall in love with.
Careful who you fall in love with. Because if you're not careful who you fall in love with, you probably find yourself broke. Okay? So it's just like don't be a statistic to the situation. Try and be yourself. That's what you're saying, right?
Be a person.
And listen. What? Okay, so why do we get broke when we become in love? Before we were in love, it was all going well. But as soon as we become in love, we're broke.
I don't know about that, because when you're in love, the energy is supposed to match. If you meet your lover who is ambitious and you're ambitious as well, you should be able to understand and communicate, and then in fact, the money should increase or whatever should increase.
That means when you meet a partner that is the same thinking.
Yes.
Like you.
Yes.
What's your take on this?
My take is that love, from where I'm coming from the scripture, love doesn't make you get broke.
Well,
love is patient. Love is kind. Love is understanding. If you're in love with someone, like truly you're really in love with that person, I think you will do everything to make that person happy.
Word. Okay, now, so if, for example, you ask me this question, I will ask you and I will say, why someone said this? If you are in love with someone, that's when you pay attention to the person. Most people become in love and then you realize that they will stop doing what they used to do because your partner tells you, baby, I don't like this kind of job. Or I don't like what you're doing. I need time. And when you give the time, you lose the job. Probably you lose the money as well. Because when you don't do what you know best doing, you might just lose it. So that's why this word is so straightforward that people lose everything for love. And you guys are saying no, right?
Like we said, or I said, you've got to understand who you're with. The energy has to match. If you're ambitionless, do you understand? You have a girlfriend who's ambitionless.
Love don't have preference. You see, love does not tell you who you're going to meet.
Obviously.
So you see, it's dicey. I know you're saying this, but you think about it, it's so dicey. So we have to be careful. What we're trying to say today is, if you are in love, no matter what you're doing, remember that you have your life. Because people give up their life for love. This is not the first time it's happening. It's always happening.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like she said, understanding. So when you dialogue with the person, you have to give out reasons why you need to go out there, like you said.
That's if you're lucky to have fallen in love with someone that has understanding. Because sometimes we fall in love with someone that don't have it. We fall in love with a drug dealer. You fall in love with a killer.
That's true.
So what do? That means this person would never align with your life.
How do we fall in love with a killer?
You never know now. Sometimes they pretend.
Okay,
sometimes.
let's say, would you know?
Love, we're talking about love.
Yeah, you don't know them. The last person you fell in love with or who you're in love with now, you only just met them.
Okay, I met him because we are in love, and it's worthy to be in love with him because that is his character. His character is love.
So you are good.
Yeah.
So you're so lucky that you have met someone that is in love. Now, if you meet someone that is in love and have a different character, you're in trouble because he loves you, but now I have a different character. So I'm going to bring that character out. Me and you be together.
It's not just all about love. Let's come when it comes to partner. Love, yes, but if you are it's understanding. If there is a business you're doing like Yahoo, you lie to people, I'm not in for that.
Yes.
Even if I love you, I'm going to walk away because of your career, except you are willingly to stop it.
Good. So why do we get broke when we become in love? So the bottom line is, you're saying what?
I'm saying that in that case, they have to sit down and dialogue and make the woman or the man reason it out.
After you are fallen in love. Don't forget, you are in love when this is happening now. So what's your word? After you're falling in love and you discover, can you mend your man? Can you mend the person to not to change you?
Love, my heart is my head. If I'm in love with you and you are doing some shady things, nobody's perfect, but when you come to lie to other people with your business that you do because of money, I'm not going to stay for that.
Word. So basically, you said it all. Love cannot cover that. If you're in love, you're in love. If you're tricky and you find out the person is tricky, your love terminates.
But let's not divert from the question. The question is, when you're in love, people get broke.
Yeah.
That is the question.
Thank you.
So I'm not saying that it shouldn't be that way. When you love somebody, there'll be a dialogue, and you don't want the person getting broke. You know what it means? Let's say a guy and a woman. The man is very ambitious and he wants to go somewhere to get money, and the woman says, "Don't go." The woman should say, "Okay, so don't want me to give you money to make you."
That's the whole point. We said that you're 100%, but the bottom line is you're hooked up with this. Like what she just said, you need to know how to step immediately. Because love can make you broke.
Okay. Love can make you broke.
What?
Love cannot make you broke.
But if you're not careful, love can make you broke. If you don't know when to step.
That is when, if you're in love with the wrong person, that will make you get broke.
Thank you. That's more like it.